gonna put my new, well not new, but gonna put my boxing gloves back on. After a while, I wanted to try them again. Last time, I've been using them. They're making me humble into my own step. Like they're heavier, they're 16 ounces. So it's a lot better to like get my shoulder to react better and for me to be much faster in my defense, but also my offense since they're so heavy. Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Me, I'm doing great. Putting my work in. I know I haven't posted in like over a month. I've had some technical issues and issues going to family events and such, so I couldn't record what I wanted. Or the gym was closed because of some holidays, early and whatnot. But I'm here and better than ever. As you saw from, or heard from the beginning of the video, I am using this type of, let me see if you can see it, this version of gloves. I think you can see it right here. It says 16 ounces. Hold on. Yes, 16 ounces. I don't know if you can see it or barely or whatnot, but right there, 16 ounces. I've had them for like 2-3 years, have not failed me. And they're very good and very humbling because since they weigh a lot, that means that it doesn't weigh too much, but compared to just using these are humbling. They are heavy and they make you drain your stamina a lot more than just either using wraps or bare knuckle or MMA gloves. But they're really good for the defense and using it as a tool in terms of boxing, right? Good for defense because, as you can see, it's much bigger than a normal arm, and since it takes a normal hand, and since it takes like half of your body, it's much better because they're punching leather. Even though you can kind of feel it either way, you can still block a lot more than what you can do with your hands. Look, my hands would be like right here in the middle. I would be covering my face like this or whatnot, and it takes a lot more area than just with your fist. This is how you would cover normally. This is kind of like how would you cover with straight punches or jabs or whatnot. See, you gotta close it almost completely, but that can leave you discombobulated with hooks or hooks, or sometimes even uppercuts. Surprisingly, even uppercuts. Because you can barely see it as much because you have to have your hands so close to like block a punch. Like you have to be right here. But with a glove like this one, so I'm gonna show you right now. See, with gloves you don't have to cover. It looks like it's less, but it's actually a lot more. And the thing is that since the other guy is also using boxing gloves, it's gonna be much bigger than a normal punch. If it was MMA gloves or a normal punch with wrapping or whatever, the punches would slip a little bit better on my small like gaps, either uppercuts, straights. I don't know about jabs, but definitely like power punches from the front. But from the sides is a little bit more difficult, right? But if they're wearing boxing gloves as well, they're gonna be very difficult to go past through it. That you can sometimes just catch the punch because, oh, you left it a little bit open. You can close it slightly, you can catch almost the punch as it goes through. So that's what I'm saying, it's a great defensive tool, the boxing gloves. Very offensive, very good offensively too if you know how to use it correctly. Sometimes you can just go through the gaps if you wanted to, right? Even if it's small or whatnot, they can still go through. And since it's very big and it's much heavier than normal punch, it gives a lot of power too and momentum. Very good, very good. I've been loving them. Very good for when if you're using them and then train without using them, because that means that You can train how fast your hands go. You can train your respiratory system a lot better. So, yeah, use boxing gloves as heavy as you can, if as heavy as it can go. I think it's only 16 ounces, but they're really good. Yeah. But another thing, I am working more on my switch hitting or southpaw stance, because I have been told by my grandpa, who has done this like martial arts journey for more than 40 years or so, and he said that being caught lacking in a fight because you don't know how to change whenever something doesn't go your way, or when something in a street fight or a boxing match or a MMA fight doesn't go the way you intended, you gotta adapt with it. Because some people will try to go, oh, they get rocked or they get pushed or whatever or not, and they try to go with their normal stance, but like orthodox, just right here, they're gonna get caught lacking because they're gonna be like getting pushed. They go into a stance like softball because they're trying to balance themselves, and then they try to like go here, but they go closer to the guy who's already either punching, kicking, whatnot. So he told me, train southpaw as much as you can. So when something like that happens, you don't get caught lacking. You can still maneuver your way out of it, or give him a reality check that, yeah, they try and come in, just hit him with a southpaw stance. And I am also working a little bit more on my footwork. I'm trying my best to not let my feet just flat on the floor and just step around. I'm trying to stay almost like on my toes, literally, just like that. And it's harder work, but it's good, especially if you know what you're doing. I see a lot of people being able to just maneuver their way out of places because they kind of use their footwork to their advantage. Either darting in and slipping and ducking, or darting back, same way, slipping and darting, but also putting their hands up, blocking, very good. Or preferably to parry. When you parry, you do less damage to yourself, and you can leave a lot of times the opponent a lot more exposed if you know how to parry. So try and parry more than what you do with blocking. I am not saying do not block. I am saying try to block less and try to parry more, because they do not want to get caught lacking with. They try to punch you, they throw straight. Let's say they throw straight. You can either slip it and then boom to the liver, or boom to the face. Some people rather either go almost like on the inside and then try to work the body, or they try to block it. Either they're tired or they did not expect a punch like that at such close range or whatnot, which shouldn't happen, but whatever. But a lot more successfully, or if not as much as slipping to the outside and hitting him in the body, especially the liver right here. Well, right here from your perspective, is parrying. You parry the punch coming, and either if you're on the ropes and you're gonna get hit like that, you can either just slip, dodge, whatever you want to call it. Punch comes over this way, you can have your guard up and then onto the body. But also you can, like I said, parry and create some distance, or parry it and then hit him with another counter attack, because they're going to be as exposed, if not more. And they know that you're going to be dangerous because now you can parry most of their hits. With jabs, it's a little bit harder because jabs are not something that you can always block. A lot of times, yes, if they throw 50 punches of jabs, you can easily sometimes just either eat it with your gloves, because jabs are not for damaging. They're good for damaging. I'm not saying they're not. Quick flicker jab to the nose or whatnot can flash knock out somebody. Flash knock down somebody, but you can also not use that hand for distance management or like feints or setting up stuff. Like, obviously, as anybody knows, to the basics, a normal 1-2. Sometimes you can either damage it with that one. Sometimes you can just measure it when it just tap the nose. 1, 2, that hard. Sometimes you can set it up for the distance and then hit it with that same arm. Bam, bam to the face, so they can flash more with it, just boom, boom, and just go with it. They can't see the other punch coming because both of them just went to your nose, to near your eyes, cheek, whatnot. Doesn't matter if the jab is not as powerful. Even you need a stiff jab to do a lot of damage with that one punch, that one. But you can sometimes just block it easily, but you cannot parry it as easily. Yeah, you can slip and counter a lot of them, but sometimes they know you're gonna slip and counter or parry it, so they basically do a, what's it called, a throwaway punch. Just lazy punch, and then real one comes on. Either a hook, either a straight, across, right? Or, which shouldn't be happening, but sometimes they can also pull it and boom, uppercut. So be careful trying to do a lot of dodging and weaving, a lot of them, because sometimes it can be a setup. It's gonna be very painful for whoever is on the receiving end like that. All right. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I do not want to get caught lacking. I want to train my southpaw stance. And it's hard, but it's going well. It's going well because sometimes I just forget I'm trying to do southpaw. So a lot of times I'm doing my small combination of the bag, and like right now, I actually throw my left hand into the bag, thinking I'm doing orthodox, because I keep on forgetting I'm trying to do jab, a normal jab with my right hand. So I just do it with my left because I keep on forgetting that I'm trying to do right hand. So it's just so on my head because I'm a right-handed fighter. So trying to do southpaw or switch hit, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit hard, but it's still good. I am trying to also make this left hand have a lot more power to it. So my punches, again, I don't get caught lacking. Like, oh yeah, hit me with a left hook or left straight, and it's not that hard, man. And my footwork is getting better. I'm darting in a little bit better. I am moving around slightly better. I am keeping my guard as a real boxer would. I'm not trying to get my body hit or get hit with CTE, so yeah. Okay, that's gonna be all for today. I have nothing else to do right now. I already finished my exercises that I did today, hitting the boxing bag, and then now doing the shadow boxing, yeah. So I'll see you next time, maybe tomorrow, could be on Saturday. We'll see. Y'all take care. Goodbye.